Why do bye weeks impact fantasy football SOS? Imagine trying to run a team where some of your best players suddenly disappear for a week. That's what happens during bye weeks, and it can really shake up your fantasy football schedule. When a team has a bye week, their players don't play that week, so they can't score points for you. This means you have to find replacements, often from your bench or free agents. If you have many key players on the same bye week, your scoring potential drops because you're missing out on their points. This makes that week feel tougher, even if your opponents have weaker teams. Strength of schedule measures how difficult a team or player's matchups are over a stretch of games. But when bye weeks hit, they add a layer of unpredictability. You might have a great matchup on paper, but if your star players are on bye, your lineup can look weak. This can artificially make the schedule seem harder because you're relying on less productive players. From a draft perspective, knowing bye weeks helps you avoid stacking too many players from the same team or with the same bye week. For example, if you draft 3 top running backs all on week 8 bye, you'll struggle that week. You might have to scramble for replacements, which lowers your overall scoring. This can skew your perception of the schedule's difficulty because that week becomes especially challenging. Certain weeks tend to have more bye weeks than others. For instance, in the 2025 NFL season, Week 8 had 6 teams on bye. That means many managers faced a tough week with limited options. When multiple key players are on bye at the same time, it pushes the difficulty of that week higher. This concentration of absences can make your lineup weaker and your overall schedule seem more demanding. Planning for bye weeks is a big part of getting ready for your draft. It helps you balance your roster so you don't end up with too many players on the same bye. This way, you keep your weekly scoring steady and avoid those low-output weeks. Understanding how bye weeks affect your lineup and schedule allows you to make smarter choices during draft prep and player evaluation. It's all about keeping your team flexible and ready to handle those weeks when your stars are taking a break.